Obviously, anytime you can score 104 points in your home arena, you're going to give yourself an opportunity to win. Last week was a tough week for the program, losing a heartbreaker at TCU and then not performing well against Texas Tech. So it's obviously great to get back on the winning side with 5 games to play. And again, I think that we're continuing to put things together and hopefully play a little bit better moving forward as we finish the season. But it's a good win. We'll take it.
Bryce, career high 25 tonight. Just kind of what were you feeling out there?
Just playing, man. I saw my first one go in, and from there it was just kind of just taking what they were giving me. And teammates did a great job of finding me, in transition, allowing me to get easy buckets, and I was just kind of playing off the game. I mean, it was a really fast-paced game, a lot of possessions, so I was just trying to figure out, where I could pick my spots and make an impact.
Just sort of a vintage night for you in that, like, bunch of mid-range jump shots. You only hit 1 3. Just did it kind of feel old school in a way for you?
Yeah, a little bit. It did. I think I missed 3 threes, so I was just trying to go with what was working. I saw my first, I think, 2 pull-ups go in, so I was just looking for spaces where I could elevate and knock it down.
Khalil, 15, one of your best games in a while. Just kind of what were you feeling out there?
Just picking my spots, hitting free throws, and just giving what they gave me. Honestly, it wasn't too difficult, especially with a guy like Bryce. Everybody kind of focused on him because he was lighting it up tonight, so he made my job a little bit easier, so to speak.
That game was fast at certain points. Just kind of what was it like being a point guard in a basketball game that's moving that quickly?
It's a lot of possessions in the game, but we gotta do what we gotta do. At the end of the day, there's gonna be games where it's gonna be 100 and some possessions. There's gonna be some games where teams try to slow us down. It's gonna be 50 possessions. We just gotta figure out, how to balance that out and figure out what's working best so that we can get the ball in the basket.
For both or either of you guys, just kind of what was important coming off of the disappointment of this past weekend coming into this game?
I think the first thing was to get off to a good start. We had a rough one there against Texas Tech here at home, so we wanted to make sure we started off on the right foot and just gave ourselves, a little cushion just to be able to breathe. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go out and against a really talented team like that and spot them, 5-10 points early. So I think, just coming out ready to play and then just being able to sustain it throughout the game was really important for us.
Definitely. Big bounce back win. We're an older group, so we knew what we had ahead of us. The showing that we had a couple of days ago, we knew that wasn't our best and nowhere near our best. And when we are our best, we're a really good team. So we got a couple more things we got to work on. But other than that, like Coach said, we're trending in the right direction, and we have been trending in the right direction. So, putting games behind us is, we got to keep moving forward because we can't get the ones that we lost back.
And Bryce, 95 points allowed, but 14 steals. How do you feel the defense played tonight?
I think to start, 95 points, that's a lot. And I don't think that's something Coach Lutz is very happy about, honestly. But one of our goals was to turn them over, and we were able to do that at a high level. And I think we converted on them.
26 points.
Yeah. So we got 26 points off turnover. So it kind of balanced out. But we know going forward that against different teams that may be a little bit better, we're going to have to guard, and we're going to have to get real stops and then allow that to carry over to offense.
And Khalil, how do you feel you guys closed out the game? Because obviously they're pressuring you at the end. How do you feel you guys handled that situation?
We handled the pressure really well. Coming down to the end, we can't foul. That was one of the longest 2 minutes ever that I ever been a part of because it was a foul after a foul after a foul. So defensively, we got to know that they're gonna push. They're gonna try to get fast baskets. So we got to limit them to one shot, keep them out the paint, and build a wall at the basket. But other than that, I feel like we took care of the ball really well at the end. We made free throws as we supposed to. We cracked the 100. Is this our first time cracking the 100 at the house?
Yes.
Our first time cracking the 100 at the house. So, it's positive to the game, but it's also things that, we can work on. A lot of things we can work on.
Bryce, we probably won't talk to you before Saturday. It'll be your last time in Allen Fieldhouse. Have you been gone so long that it doesn't really matter at this point, or will that be sentimental to you at all?
No, it's another game. It's just another game against a really good opponent, that I respect, and I want to go and get a win.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bryce, radio.
Okay.
Good. Appreciate it, my guy.
That's the 4th 100-point performance for an OSU team in Big 12 play. And, first time in any game since 2017-18 season. Questions for Coach Lutz?
Coach, just hearing that, does that, how does that make you feel just hearing that stat?
Well, you know, I thought our offense was pretty good tonight. Again, 17 assists on 35 made baskets is pretty good. We were assisted more in the first half than in the second half. Again, anytime you can score 104 points, you're going to give yourself a chance to win. With that being said, you know, we gave up 55 points in the second half, and we've got to be better in that regard.
Coach, how do you balance winning in the short term with building like your style of culture in the long term?
Well, that's a hard question and a hard answer. I really don't have it for you. I mean, every day you want to win, but really at the end of the day, I've said this from day one, you're more concerned with the process and the process of building a good culture, the process of building a good team, the process of building a great defense. And, you know, there's days where I think we're making progress there, and then there's days where I scratch my head. You know, I think that we were certainly a work in progress there. But again, you know, it's like I told the fellas, if, you know, you get a bad break at TCU, and obviously we did not perform well against Texas Tech, but if you don't get that bad break or you find a way to win that TCU game, you've won, I want to say, 5 out of the last 7, maybe, somewhere right in there. And, you know, and that's, 4 out of the last 7. Whatever, but you're trending in the right direction. You know what I mean? And so that at this time of the year, that's what you want to be, is you want to be trending in the right direction and playing your best basketball. So the short term is that we want to win, but the long term is I'm more concerned with the longevity of our program and our culture.
You guys had 82 possessions tonight, 40 in the first half before all the fouls. Is that sort of how you envision this team playing moving forward?
82 is a lot of possessions.
Yeah.
82 is a lot of possessions. I have a hard time thinking that we can manage 82 possessions night in and night out, especially if we're going to play defense the way I would like our program to play defense. So I thought that especially towards the end of the game, you know, we let the score dictate our defensive intensity, and you know, that last 2.5 minutes we didn't play any defense, which is really disappointing, because that's the time that the good teams, you know, they're going to lock you out on the other end. They're going to continue to score, but they're going to lock you out on the defensive end, and there is something that we certainly need to improve upon.
Is playing a game like that more taxing on your body or on your mind?
For me or for them? For them, probably more taxing on their body, because that's a lot of possessions, that's a lot of running, that's a lot of up and down the floor. But, you know, we played 11 guys tonight, if I'm not mistaken, and our lowest minute guy was 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes, and our highest minute guy was 33, which was Bryce. So, you know, I mean, we managed to put in a lot of bodies, and I thought that everybody gave us a little lift as they were in the game. I don't think really anybody played poorly. You know, I think that we had all hands on deck.
What'd you think of Bryce's night?
I don't think he missed a shot in the second half. Did he, guys?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I mean, he was perfect from the floor in the second half. I'm always on him, obviously, about rebounding and about defending, and so there's some growth there for him. But no, he took good shots for the most part. You know, he got to the free throw line and made his free throws, and he certainly helped us offensively tonight.
Coach, you're back to 500 now. What's the message to the team to get that statement win against Kansas?
Well, I mean, you know, not many people go into Allen Fieldhouse and win, you know, so we've got to be better than we were tonight defensively, but we've got a heck of an opportunity, you know. I mean, they've been beaten there once already by West Virginia. Anybody else beat them at home? I don't think so. But anyways, I guess my whole point is that, you know, we have an opportunity to go in there, but, you know, it's a hard place to play. It's loud. They've got great fans. So we've got to be at our best. And that's what you do it for, is so that we can go, you know, go head to head with their best and our best and see what happens.
Have you coached there before?
Not ready, so maybe do 1 or 2 more.
Have you coached there before?
I've never been to Allen Fieldhouse in terms of coaching. Nope.
Is that exciting for you?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's Allen Fieldhouse. I mean, you have the basketball rules there. Now, I have been to the museum to see all that, but yeah, no, it's fantastic and one of the historic, nostalgic places. So, Yeah, I'd love to go get a road win there.
And then one quick thing, Abu, second straight game with a T, second straight game foul. Just kind of what do you need to see from him moving
Well,
forward?
I need to see him control his emotions, right? And that's unacceptable from him. He cannot let the emotions in the game and the emotions from officiating, whether it's good calls or bad calls in his favor, affect his play. We need him on the floor, and he's got to be better.
Thanks, guys.